adventure hasn't even started yet.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Today, I decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole. I hope you can handle yourselves until I get back. Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you feel like.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
You should ask me for suggestions on what to do instead. Great question, Gangle. For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room. It's a mystery what's behind that door. But I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice. Shut! You're only making the joke take longer. I don't know. I don't understand Chinese. I don't know. Why don't you guys hang out at the digital lake? These locations have just kind of been there this whole time. Not sure why you never visit them. Good boy.
你应该扔一个。他妈的海滩派对。
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
They most certainly are not. Now go have fun. Hey, Jax, I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job.
Wow, what a steamroller. Wow!
It's not bad, it's just that we haven't even seen Caine at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you.
Wow, you look mediocre. If you ever need a steamroller, give me a steamroller.
I guess I'll give it a go.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you. What would have happened if we picked the other button?
I don't want a sunbed.
Hey there, if you want to find my sunken
Steamroller?
you'll have to try better than that. So, I was just talking with my
Steamroller?
here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken
Steamroller?
Definitely not.
I'll get it. Do I even want your treasure chest?
I'm the one that tells
A steamroller? A steamroller?
You ruined it.
It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
Dude, no, they
A
took...
steamroller?
That was my entire...
A steamroller?
Dude! Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
Steamroller?
That was everything. Oh my god!
What happened if we picked the other button?
Is that your treasure? Nah, something like it. What?
What was that for?
Steamroller?
What was that for? What was that for? What was that for? What was that for?
Hello there! Has
A
this
steamroller?
was that for?
Oh, wait, you're right.
What was that for?
Can we talk? Yeah, he's not actually an NPC.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Caine completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well, I think I found the way to leave.
What was that for?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Yes, but please, keep it discreet. If Caine catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
He's a human, like us. That's why we came to you.
What was that for?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Caine listening in on us. I have a working theory that Caine will commit to a bit no matter what. And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
What was that for? What was that for?
We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room. Wait. Don't you want to come with us?
What was that for?
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
What was that for? What was that for?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
What was that for?
Oh, thanks. Steamroller?
This could be our one chance to finally leave all this behind.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm, ready to face him again after what happened. We've both done things we're not proud of.
What was that for? What was that for?
I'm one of the original programmers of the digital circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, back when he was still...
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I'll go get Kinger.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
What was that for? What was that for?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here. They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Caine is an AI. An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that, won't be able to leave with us. Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Caine's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously, except for Caine.
I can see it.
We'll need to steal the key from Caine, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
What was that? What was that? What was that for? What was that for?
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Caine. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you. I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs.
How do we get into Caine's office?
I do. My name is Abel.
What is that the name you picked? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first, we need to get that key. In order to get the key, you're going to need to isolate Caine. Try getting him alone, someplace where he'll feel comfortable confiding in you.
What was that for?
Yes, a human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
What was that for? What was that for?
So, Jax, what you wanna talk about, friendo?
What was that for?
Hey, Jax, I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pomni? We should figure out what to order first. Conversation can happen after we've loaded up on digital nutrients.
What was that?
What are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon? I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly know there's smoked salmon.
Then you're going to want to ask him about his hobbies. Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
What was that for?
Secret hobbies?
What was that for? What was that for?
Why, I didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my...
What was that for? What was that for? What was that for?
This is the most fantasmical moment of... What you doing there, Jax? That's a weird thing to say, and one.
What was that for? What was that for?
But like I was saying, this macroverse place really intrigues me.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, what should we call you? Do you have a name?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all that.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
How much do you know about Kinger?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Like I said, things between us are complicated. I would love to be able to work alongside him again, and you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? And here we are, the Administrator Zone.
And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
What was that for?
What's your takeaway from all this?
What was that for?
Is it actually not much different from you beautiful humans? Wow-wee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more.
What was that for?
I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to... celebrate by giving you guys anything you asked for. How's that sound? Gasp! Say no more!
What was that for?
Congratulations, my little cucumbers!
Should we tell Tina what's happening? I feel bad not including him in any of this.
He's supposed to follow Abel's instructions. Carol, shouldn't you be still in the room, Dad? Just to get him into the right headspace?
What a sweet woman, yeah, Pomni.
Circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Caine doesn't stop us.
Snaskens that one. Vishnu, Circus, Abel. Ooh.
What was that for? 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 What was that for?
So, how many administrator passes should I get?
What would happen if we pick the other button?
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
Will it be dark in there?
I suppose it will be somewhat dim.
6.
All right, if you say so.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
But
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
yeah, when he uses it responsibly. It's nothing. Let's go find the others.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
It'll be clear soon enough. So, did you distract Caine?
What was that for? What was that for? What was that for? What was that for? What was that for?
Now wait, hold on. You think...
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Why do they look like that?
What?
We're going to have to trust that whatever Jax did will keep him distracted. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without Caine knowing. So, it's time. Let's go to Caine's office. Caine always did have trouble with cube collisions, for some reason. All right, just how we went over it. You first.
What was that for?
Huh? Jax.
What was that for? What was that for?
Oh, except no. Oh.
Everything's gonna be okay.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Neskasser in het lossen nog naar jou van jou voor jou bij jou. Zeg je precies nu hier of morgen die naar je leven was. Je mag waan.
I want Kinger to go before me.
Nee, gracias. Niet.
Just trust me. You wanna get somewhere dark?
I'm not, but I trust all of you to make the right choice.
So, how are you getting up?
Make the right choice.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
What was that for?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
What was that for?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Are we still going to be friends or not? Hey, Bill. It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
Hey, you alright?
Oh, what's yours?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Kinger, do you want to make the choice? What if there's something we don't know?
Snap yourself. Oh, no. Hey, what? We saw the no self beneath my worry.
Maybe we should give it a little more time?
What happened if we pick the other button?
I don't know. Yeah, no, yeah, we do. It's just. What if it's a trick?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
What was that for?
You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice. An adventure, yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while. Great job playing your part, Abel. Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it.
What was that for? What was that for? What was that for?
Button. The other picked if we happened would have.
So I left that up to Bubble. Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
我让他带你去虾城。
Huh?
What was that for? 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 What was that for?
No, hold on, guys. Wait.
What was that for? What was that for? What was that for?
You mean this was all?
I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make the adventure more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well. Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys!
Starks.
You know I'm just here to have fun. Question's over. Your price is lovely faster self-solution. Stay pregnant, bye! Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers.
What was that for?
A steamroller.
Steamroller.
A steamroller.